Hi, everyone. Dr. Frankie here. Today, I'm going to be talking about a really important topic, which is how to use your intuition in dating. We don't use our intuition and our gut enough to help guide us. So today, I'm going to be focusing on how to actually do that. Deep down, you have an internal superpower that can help you navigate the dating process. It's called your intuition. Intuition is defined as the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. It can be a gut feeling, an instant knowing, a hunch, or an unexplainable sense about something that turns out to be right. Let's think of intuition as your internal guide or compass, giving you a sense of whether or not a person or dating situation is healthy or unhealthy for you. This goes far beyond the first impression you have of someone. It taps into how you feel in their presence. So what is intuition? A psychology.com article says, intuition, like first impressions, serves the brain's need to predict and prepare for what will happen next. First impressions are rapid, holistic assessments of people based on subtle perceptual cues and judgments of intent to help or harm. Both rely on automatic processes, and as rapid evaluation systems, both are subject to error, especially from biases we hold. Your intuition uses all of your previous life history and experiences to try to help your brain make the right decision in the moment. It doesn't even have to make logical sense. Your brain doesn't want you to be put in harmful situations, so it will try to avoid anything that can potentially harm you. How your intuition speaks to you. Everyone has intuition, although some people may not feel connected to it. Some may appear to be more intuitive than others and may even come across as psychic. What matters is how your intuition speaks to you. See if you resonate with any of these feelings. You walk into a new place and your body tightens up, your muscles contract, or you don't feel safe. You have a gut feeling that something is off. You meet someone new and you feel a dreadful sinking sensation in the pit of your stomach, or your muscles tighten up and you feel uncomfortable. You interact with someone new and you feel ice cold all over, like something's really wrong. And it's not just the temperature in the room. You walk into a new place and your body relaxes. You feel completely at peace and you do feel safe. You find yourself opening and expanding. You meet someone new and you feel an immediate sense of peace, as if your nervous system is calmed by their presence. You find yourself leaning in towards them naturally. These are all intuitive feelings. The feelings can be subtle or strong. It's different for everyone, but always pay attention to them because it may be your intuition speaking to you. How you feel around your date says a lot. Pay attention to how your body feels during the first few dates with someone, and while you're communicating with them to arrange the dates. I'm not just talking about physical attraction. How do you feel in their presence? Do you feel lit up or enthusiastic in their presence, or shut down? Do you feel open and expanded, or closed off and contracted? Do you feel jittery, nervous, anxious? Does your chest feel tight? Does your body feel tense? If so, your intuition may be telling you, no, this person isn't healthy for me. Do you feel calm and at peace, as if your whole nervous system has been soothed? Do you feel an instant recognition, as if you've known this person for a long time? If so, your intuition may be saying, yes, this person is healthy for me. If you're searching for a long-term partner, how you feel in this person's presence truly does matter. If you feel like something's off, trust that feeling. You might even have a conversation with your date about how they're feeling and see how it unfolds. And if you're super shy and have no idea how you feel, check out my article, Shy Girl's Guide to Dating. And you can find that at www.littlegaybook.com. It's not about being right or certain all the time. You may have a feeling about someone that turns out to be wrong, and that's okay. Sometimes that can be your own bias at play. Or maybe you have an internal block that is getting in the way of your own dating process. Think of your intuition as an internal feeling that can help guide you in the right direction and steer you away from harm. Test your intuition. After each date, reflect on how you felt with that person. Write your thoughts down in a notebook. What kind of behaviors and feelings did that person draw out of you? Did they make you feel crazy and insecure? Did they inspire you to want to show up as your best? If you have predictions or intuitive flashes about the person, write them down and see if they turn out to be right or not. You can also experiment and use your intuition to make decisions. For example, you might say, I felt really good around that person. I'll go on a second date with them if they're open to it, and then see how the second date goes. You might be physically attracted to someone, but deep down you feel tense and uncomfortable in their presence. Let's say you tell them, thank you so much for the date, but I don't think we're a match and I wish you the best. If they flip out, overreact, or get angry in response, then your intuition was correct about them. The more you pay attention to this, the better you'll get at hearing what your intuition has to say. An exercise: look back on your past exes or dating experiences. Think of 2 past experiences, one that went incredibly well and perhaps led to a relationship that you were happy with, and one that went incredibly badly and perhaps led to a terrible breakup. Recall what your very first impressions were around each person. How did you feel right from the offset? What instant thoughts did you have about them? How did you feel during the first 1 to 3 interactions with them? How did you feel while texting them or talking to them on the phone? Did you have any thoughts or impressions that turned out to be true? Your answers reveal how your intuition speaks to you. Outside of the dating realm, you can also test your intuition. New restaurants to try, hotels to stay at, new friends you meet, places to live, places to work, new clients you have for business, people or companies you hire. Keep it to yourself. I wouldn't necessarily tell your date that you're testing your intuition on her or him. That might be a little weird. Instead, treat it as a way of getting to know yourself better. You can journal about your findings or even work with a dating coach to get better at following your internal guidance system. If you discover that you were completely wrong about someone or something, don't beat yourself up over it. Just keep learning from the process and have fun. I hope you all found this to be helpful. I can tell you, in my experience, when I listen to my gut and my intuition, it almost never steers me wrong. So I want to encourage you to practice listening to it and trusting it, because 99.9% of the time, it's spot on. If this was interesting to you, helpful, please share it. Please comment. Visit us, www.littlegaybook.com or drfrankie.com. I try to get on here every week and put out some really helpful information that hopefully you can take away some nuggets of information and feel more confident in your relationships. See you next week.